Hi friends, my name is Amna CH and today we'll be discussing about vicarious liability. So vicarious liability is actually a very big portion and with a lot of case laws in it. But today I'll be just saying the definition, what is vicarious liability and the two essentials and the origin of vicarious liability. So first, we know that under general law of tort, a person will be always liable for the wrongful act which is committed by himself. A person will be never liable for the wrongful act by another person. But at certain circumstance, there are instances at which the person is liable for the wrongful act which is committed by someone else. And that is vicarious liability. For this, a person to be liable for the wrongful act which is committed by someone else, there should be a kind of relationship existing between these two persons and the wrongful act should be connected with this person in some way. That is, for example, vicarious liability especially takes between a master and a servant. And let me first tell the principle which gives origin to the vicarious liability. The first origin of vicarious liability, that means the first maxim which gives origin to the vicarious liability is Q facit per alium, facit per se. One who has done an act through another, he is deemed to have done through himself. That is, I think it will be better if I give you an example. If I am a master and I appointed my servant to drive the car, and during this driving, if the car met with an accident and it injured someone, it will be taken as if I had driven the car myself and the accident took place. That is, I will be liable for the negligence on the part of my driver. This is the first maxim. I'll repeat it. Q facit per alium, facit per se, which means one who has done an act through another is deemed to have committed through himself. And the second legal maxim which gives origin to this vicarious liability is respondeat superior, which means let the principal be liable. And here the master will be in a better position to claim for the damages because of his larger pockets. And next, the vicarious liability, the essential parts of this vicarious liability is the wrongful act should have been committed by a servant, not an independent contractor. We know that a servant, who is a servant will be a person which is employed by an employer or the master, and he will be subjected to direction and control of the master. That is, the wrongful act should have committed by the servant, not an independent contractor. The second essential part of the vicarious liability is the wrongful act must have been committed during the course of employment. So that is, if my servant has committed a wrongful act from his home and this wrongful act has no connection with employment, I cannot be liable or the master cannot be liable for the wrongful act. That is, for a master to be liable for the wrongful act committed by the servant, the wrongful act must have been committed during the course of employment. So once again, what is vicarious liability? The liability of a master for the wrongful act of the servant, the maxims of vicarious liability, Q facit per alium, facit per se, and the second maxim, respondeat superior. And the two essentials of vicarious liability is the wrongful act must have been committed by the servant, not an independent contractor. Second one, the wrongful act must have been committed during the course of employment. Thank you.